Hey guys, so today I just want to make a quick little video here and talking and ranting a little bit on the Xperia S. I know a lot of you people are not gonna like this, but there's no things I want to say about it, and I don't think I said it before. And I made a Sony Xperia S sucks video when I was mad and I had some problems with it, but I mean it was new in the software updates and stuff like that, so okay, so I want to talk a little bit. Okay, so tomorrow we are probably going to get the new Samsung Galaxy S3. That's good if they launch it like around the next week after that, so I would be able to get my hands on the Galaxy S3 here pretty early, or here in the middle of May. That would be very good, because that means that I will be able to have some more fun trying out some more custom ROMs on my Samsung Galaxy Note, because I really want to do that. I'm still running Android 2.3. I do know that Samsung's going to release the new 4.0 update to the Galaxy Note here, hopefully here in May. I mean in Q2. It's around mid Q2 soon, here in May. That's going to be nice, but if I can get my hands on the Galaxy S3, then I may start to use that as my main device and be able to try some more custom fun ROMs out for the Galaxy S, the Galaxy Note, because there's some pretty good ones out right now. There is this new ICS Stunner ROM, which is based on the Android open source project under 4.0. The bad thing though with it is that you don't get a decent performance with the pen, or I mean you don't get that kind of like that you can hold it in like this and do it like that. It becomes kind of useless, and that's not something that I like. Okay, so that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be very fun. Right now, okay, so let's go back to topic. Okay, let's talk about the Xperia S, and let's talk about what I really hate about it and what I like about it. We also have the Sony and the HTC One X here in the middle, where my only complaint, or my only big complaint about it, has been the thing that we get a very low FPS in the video mode. Only 23 FPS with the new one, and feels choppy and everything. I don't like that. Okay, so what is good? What is good about the Sony Xperia S? The screen is good. The screen is very good. Okay, that's the third thing I really love about that device. What else is that I love about it? Okay, first of all, it was the screen and the camera in normal camera mode, I suppose. Also, I made some test videos, and I think that the Xperia S produces some better videos. It's higher FPS than the HTC One X. It's stuck on 30 or 23 FPS. But I've been getting this feeling in the software, like when I go ahead and use the camera. Okay, let's see here. I mean, you can get some amazing pictures with this. The white balance is amazing compared to my Samsung device, but you get kind of sloppy UI. It feels laggish, and I'm not really sure why. But yeah, definitely the screen is the big main thing about this device. What else? It was something. Yeah, it could have been the camera. Things I hate about it is that it's running on a Qualcomm processor from last year, and I hate that it feels, when I did get this device, it just feels like when I've been using my Note for around 6 months, it feels slow when you get it. I'm not sure if you can see it on the UI performance over here, but it feels slow, and I hate the thing that they did launch this device, their 2012 high-end device with Android 2.3.7, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but it feels very choppy and slow, and that's just because it's running a Qualcomm processor that got presented in late 2010, so it's basically around a 2012 processor. I mean, even HTC's a little bit mid-end device beats it with the new Snapdragon S4 processor, and I just don't like it. I really want to try out some custom ROMs on the Sony Xperia S, but the thing is that Android 4.0 isn't even out right now for the Sony Xperia S. I mean, we even have leaks for the Galaxy Note. that's out right now. Not official stuff, but we already have some very good support in the developing forums for this little boy here. And you do know that I really want to experiment a lot with my Galaxy Note, but the thing is that I use it like every single day. I really want to have a phone that I don't mess around with that much, and I've been loving the Galaxy Note that much. I don't want to play around with it. I want to have a main phone, and if the Galaxy S3, I think I'm gonna go ahead and change that phone and use it as my main phone for at least maybe a month. And see what I think about it and everything, and so I can do a proper review. And under that time, I could probably try some other custom ROMs. As you do know, now I have a custom or a ton of pictures within it, like 3,000 to 4,000 images, or could it be even like 5,000 right now? I know it's insane, and I use a ton of apps. I get the mails all the time, and the battery is struggling. But yeah, I really want to try out the custom ROM, and I really want to try out the custom ROM on the Sony Xperia S as well, Android 4.0. ROM. I'm not sure why Sony rushed. It feels like they rushed out the phone, and it feels like when they took a processor for this device, they were thinking like, okay, we can't have a extremely good processor. We can take one old for like last year, because we want to have this amazing Sony camera in it, so we need to save up some cash. But I should also mention that this device costs a little less than both HTC One X and the Samsung Galaxy Note, and I'm not really sure why Sony is doing that. I mean, it's their high-end device. Why don't they do it? Cost a little bit more, but get it with like a better processor. I think this device could have been amazing with a quad-core processor, but Sony is a little bit behind on that. And also, one big problem I have with my Sony Xperia S is the design. First of all, they have these kinds of things here at the bottom. First they have this thing. I'm pretty sure what this thing's doing here, but it just feels like it takes up around a half a centimeter and it's not doing anything. I'm pretty sure what it's doing there. Then you also have this you have like a 3-dot menu on top of this transparent thing. I'm not really quite sure what this transparent thing is doing either, but it just feels a little bit weird. Sometimes when you're tapping down here. But then I should say that I haven't used this as my main phone for that a long time, so you know, I may get used to it, but it just feels like this around could even be a centimeter. They should have been taking that off, okay? Also, one thing that I really do hate about the Xperia S is every time I want to plug it into my computer or something, I have to remove this like protective casing, okay? This feels cheap, okay? This feels like shit. I mean, not even Apple with their iPhone 4S is doing that, okay? They have it open down there at the bottom. Like, Sony, come on. No one, every time they want to use their device, they don't want to have a plastic thing that they need to take out and everything. It feels like if you like destroy it, if you rip it off, this device is gonna look very ugly. So they should have removed this plastic thing. It's very annoying to take in and out every time you just want to plug it in. Also, one thing that I really do hate is I prefer it when they have it at the bottom, like when you plug that in. But I know that could be just me. Also, they have a plastic thing here on the other side for the HDMI port, but I mean, it's good that they have an HDMI port, but I don't like that plastic thing, okay? I just don't like that plastic thing. And I know a lot of people are gonna hate, maybe not that many people think like me. And also, one very big thing that I've noticed that also other people have problems with the Xperia S, okay, like this. Like, I want to take this thing in. It's hard, okay? It's annoying. Yeah, one very big thing, like when you put it down, let's say you're gonna do something else, you're gonna eat food or something, you put your phone right next to you, and then you want to use it. Like I could use this one, okay, cool, I use it. I could use this one, okay, it's cool. I could even use the iPhone 4S like this. It's cool and all, and then you go to the Xperia S, and this is one very annoying thing I hate about it. Like, look at this. But just because it doesn't have it has this kind of curved back, and it may feel good when you hold like this, but when you put it down on the table and you're gonna use it and make like comparison videos, it's annoying because it's moving around. And that may just be me, okay? But I think that's a freaking annoying thing when you take it down like this. I hate it, okay? I hate it. But I think one of the main problems I have with this device is that it feels so slow. When it's a new 2012 high-end device from Sony, why didn't they put down a little bit more money into the processor or something and made it feel like it's a fast phone? It feels slow, okay? It feels like shit. And I want to try out some custom ROMs right now, but all of them that's out right now, it's only for Android 2.3.7, okay? I don't want to play around with Android 2.3. It's 2012, okay? I want to play around with Android 4.0, and it's available Android 4.0 for this one. It came shipped with it. It's not available for the Galaxy Note officially, but there's so many ROMs out right now on the Android forums or the XDA developer forum with Android 4.0 if you really want to try it out. So I mean, it doesn't have a good support, it feels like, the Sony Xperia S. And I know that HTC and Samsung, they're probably bigger companies than the Xperia S, but I don't like it, okay? I don't like it. And also, I gotta say, I prefer more curves as we get on these devices. More curves on the iPhone, more curves on this one, on the sides, also curves on this boy, and also that the really should have a back that's not as curved as this. If you really want to put it down like this and you want to use it, it feels pretty awkward, okay? Because it's moving around, okay? It's very, very annoying. I would never be able to put this down on the table and use it, and I mean, it would feel awkward. It's moving around, okay? I don't like that. And I like when things are perfect, okay? I really do like when things are perfect. I really do want people to not buy shit. Also, a little bit annoying thing, maybe not a big thing, but that is that they have the start button on the right side. It says, or on the left side. This is Apple had with their iPod Touch 3rd generation, I think. But then in the iPod Touch 4th generation, they changed it to this side. The right side, I think they did it because it's closer to the thumb and everything, or to your hand, because most people are like right-handed, so they're gonna use it like this, and it's a little bit longer to travel. And I mean, it could be a small thing, okay, but I don't think it's a small thing. As you can see, like I'm trying to tap, and I tap under this. Why is this one here? I've seen that you can like replace this one in different colors, but it really feels like a girl phone, okay? I'm not gonna lie. That they made some cool things that they could show off in pictures, like this one's transparent, but I don't get it. Like, it could be cool for videos and everything, that it's glowing up and everything, but it just feels like I don't need that shit, okay? And I don't like it. It just makes the phone bigger, and it's not that useful. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's a girl phone, it feels like, and it feels like shit. Can you see that lag? And also when we're doing things like this, that lag, I hate it, okay? And can you see, I'm trying to go back. I had to do multiple taps. Yeah, I don't like that lag, okay? Okay, I think you get my point here, that I don't like the Xperia S, but I'm really gonna wait to try out Android 4.0 on it once it gets officially released, and have some more fun with it, and really see if it feels better with like the stock Android 4.0 as we would get on a Galaxy Nexus. It would really be fun to try that out on that processor, and I think the Android 4.0 should be a little bit like require a little bit less resources. It could also be Sony's, I think it's Sony's overlay UI that takes too much shit. I think that both HTC Sense take a lot, but the thing is that HTC, they come out with a little bit more expensive phone, and then they can fork in a quad-core CPU, and it feels good, okay? The HTC One X doesn't lag at all, and that's probably just because they forked out a little bit more cash to provide a better processor, okay? Samsung TouchWiz, Samsung TouchWiz is closer to the stock like Android, I think, but I think it's way less like resource heavy. So yeah, okay, I'm just gonna end this video right now, but a little bit quick talk here about the phones. Oh yeah, the LG Optimus 4X. I really want to get my hands on that device, and I think it's gonna come here in mid-May as well. So we'll see if I'm gonna pick it up or not. But this is some phones over here. Yeah, have a good day, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't enjoy this video, well, it sucks, but I can't please everyone, and I'm probably gonna do more like browser testing and stuff like that here in mid-May, because I will be able to get like a better connection and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and change some stuff, because right now I don't have that much of a good connection where I'm at the moment, but I'm probably going to be at a new place in just a few weeks, so it's gonna be fun. Okay, it's gonna be cool and all. So a big focus on the Galaxy S3, LG Optimus 4X, and probably the custom ROMs on the Sony Xperia S and on the Galaxy Note that I'm gonna do here in the upcoming few weeks. I've been playing around a lot with also the HTC One X, rooting it and everything. I locked the bootloader. Very simple process, running right now on the Android Revolution HD 5.0 ROM with the latest HTC 1.29 update. Yes, this is a very geeky video, okay? And I should stop because I'm not sure what I'm doing. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.